2. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's move right along. This is the Blue Eyes deck. I just reviewed the Dark Magician one. Feel free to look at that. I am doing this through my phone, so I cannot put a link in the description. Just click on my channel name down below and go to videos. There aren't that many. Sorry about that. I got a message on my phone. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, Dark Magician. No, not Dark Magician. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm still in Blue Eyes review mode. I mean, Dark Magician review mode at the moment. Sorry, and this deck's not entirely organized the way I wanted it, so bear with me here if some cards are out of order. We got Blue Eyes White Dragon. I only pulled one copy of this Blue Eyes White Dragon out of Dark Side of Dimensions, so I'm using the ones with the stones as my substitutes. I like this one a lot better. The artwork is amazing. So, 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then 1 White Stone of Legend, because I don't have the other ancient stones, and apparently all the other Blue Eyes cards are super expensive. I think 1 Spirit Dragon is $14, and you need at least 2 of them for good spell and trap card destruction, so that's lame. So I'm using this so I can at least put one of my Blue Eyes in my hand. Then I use Flamvell Guard because I only have 1 White Stone Legend. If I had 2, I'd run 2. But I do these 2 with cards of consonants, so I at least have some draw power. 1 Pandemic Dragon, so if I play my Flamvell Guard or my White Stone, I can go ahead and sacrifice them for this, and then I can use this effect to go ahead and be like, oh, you have a monster that's less than 2,500? Destroy it. Oh, that monster's 3,000? Let me pay 500 of my life points, and then destroy it. It's a good card, but I only want 1 copy of him because I don't want a lot of sacrifices in this deck. Next, I'm running 2 Mirage Dragon. Now, I don't see anybody nowadays run Mirage Dragon. It's because everyone is using Sage and is using the White Stone in order to go ahead and White Stone Legend, whatever, to go ahead and get the Blue Eyes as fast as possible. I like these because when I summon my alternative White, I can attack as many times as I want, and oh, no trap cards can be activated during the battle phase. Yeah. So, I don't know. That was the original staple for Blue Eyes. I'm still using it because I like it. Next I have 2 Chaos Max that I pulled out of the box, which these are my babies. These are awesome. I have 1 Maiden. I don't see anybody use Maiden anymore. I wish I had 3 Maidens. I would take out the Pandemic Dragon if I could get a 2nd Maiden. And the reason why, I don't understand why I don't see anyone use Maiden anymore. I think I'm like one of the only people I have seen on DevPro. I might have seen one other person do this strategy where you summon Maiden, then you activate Sage from your hand, and when you discard Sage from your hand, you can target 1 effect monster, send it to the graveyard, special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. Well, when Maiden is targeted, you get to go ahead and special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. So you target her with Sage, special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, send it to the graveyard, get a 2nd Blue Eyes White Dragon. You can get 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons in 1 turn with that combo. That's why on my DevPro deck I run 3 Maidens and 3 Sages, because I'm guaranteed almost every single first hand of getting out 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. And they're from my deck too, so I'd still have at least 1 in my hand for alternatives, most likely. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. And of course I run 3 alternative white because you have to. I don't know why you would use these. I mean, seriously, just do it. 3 Marsh Macaron because, again, I don't have Sage, and this is my deck, not yours. You can do your deck however you want. I run 3 Marsh Macaron because I use these in my Blue Eyes deck on DevPro, and I piss people off. Because every single time, set 1 Marsh Macaron. Oh, they attack it, it goes to the graveyard. I get 2 Marsh Macarons from my deck in defense mode. That's my opponent's next turn. Oh, they have 2 monsters now. They destroy 1 of my Marsh Macarons. Destroy the last one. Its effect activates. I get my other 2 back from the graveyard. Why people aren't doing more of this, I don't understand. Because if you do it right, you can piss off a lot of people just going back and forth, spamming Marsh Macaron. And this is good for stalling while I'm waiting for draw power. Next, I'm using 3 Assault Wyverns, 1800 attack. When Assault Wyvern attacks and destroys a monster, I can special summon a Anvil Dragon type monster from my hand or graveyard. So again, if one of my blue eyes ends up getting destroyed, because unfortunately I don't have Gospel. Gospel is like a $6 card, and I spent my money getting a box of Dark-Sided Dimensions because I wanted the alternative whites and the Chaos Max. So I don't have any Gospels. I would love to have at least 2 Gospels. I would love to have 3 Gospels, but sadly I do not. So right now I'm using 3 Assault Wyverns because I can use them temporary as like a Dragon Revival, where if they attack and destroy a monster, I can special summon a Dragon monster from my hand, like Blue Eyes White Dragon, or I can bring back one of my Blue Eyes from my grave that got destroyed, or the Blue Eyes that I used to summon Chaos Max. So, yeah. These early game are, they're good in my opinion because they're 1800, you know, there's not many monsters that can crack that. Use Magical Cylinder in case somebody actually manages to get through my Marsh Macarons, which is doubtful. One Void Trap Hole that I pulled out of a gold rare box to get rid of any pesky Synchro or Xene monster someone might try to pull out. 2 Mirror Force. Then I run 3 Dark Bribe. Because I always run 3 Dark Bribes and everything, because I really hate when you go to summon something and people use Solemn Warning. I hate Solemn Warning to such a degree that I have these. Then I managed to pull 2 Chaos Forms out of my box, which I was really happy about because I couldn't find my Advanced Ritual Arts, and I managed to get my 2 Chaos Forms out of the box for the 2 Chaos Dragons. I was like, yes! Yes! Then I have 2 cards of Consonance from my draw power from my Flamvell Guard and my Whitestone, so I get to my 2 cards. Silver's Cry to resurrect a Blue Eyes, Burst Stream to destroy, trade in, get rid of like extra Blue Eyes from my hand. See, then this is what I was talking about too. Trading, get rid of a Blue Eyes from my hand to draw 2 cards, then I use Assault Wyvern to special summon that Blue Eyes back from the graveyard. Then I run 2 Pomerizations because I like using Neo Ultimate, because Neo Ultimate can attack multiple times, so that's why I use Neo Ultimate. I only have 1 Pot of Duality, but, you know, whatever, still draw power. Soul Charge to get back all my Blue Eyes White Dragons, you know, and my Mirage Dragon. Wing Beat of Giant Dragon, just because I had 1, you know. Reveal alternatives, reveal Blue Eyes, special summon alternative, activate Wing Beat, go ahead and return alternative to my hand, destroy your spell and trap cards. And Galaxy Cyclone, which I really like. Okay, and those are my spells, my traps. I know it's a little different than what everyone's expecting when they look at a Blue Eyes deck review, but I don't always like to do what everyone else is doing. I like to be original with it, I like to make my own versions of the decks that I think will work well. And look, I still got a main, I still got alternatives, I still got Chaos Max, I still have a lot of draw power. This deck works really well, it's just not the deck that everyone wants or everyone expects to see, which catches some people off guard because it's not the deck that they expect to see. So they're not going to expect you to pull out a Mirage Dragon and like 2 other Blue Eyes in 1 turn and then start attacking you and when they can't do anything. And they're definitely not going to expect these. If they see alternative white, they're not going to expect you to bust out Marsh Macaron. They're going to attack a monster and be like, what? Oh shit. Marsh Macaron. Alright. And then for my extra deck, I'm using 1 Azure Eyes, because I got it out of the starter deck with my Maiden. This way I can just bust it out and my dragons can't be affected for a turn, so if I have like 1 or 2 Blue Eyes on the field, I'll Synchro Summon into Azure. My dragons can't be affected, and then attack. And plus then I can just go ahead and use it to revive my Blue Eyes back from the grave that I used to summon my Chaos Max. So, helpful. And again, it's because the other Blue Eyes Synchro monsters, again, like $10, $12 I don't have the money for. Then I use 1 regular Blue Eyes Ultimate. Now, what people are probably wondering is they're like, why would you use regular Blue Eyes Ultimate? Why not Twin Burst? One, for whatever crazy reason, they decided not to put Twin Burst in Dark Side of Dimensions. They gave it to us way early, and I don't feel like buying that booster box to get one card when I bought this booster box because I could get a lot of stuff. The next reason why is because I'm using 3 Neo Ultimate. Why am I using 3 Neo Ultimate? Twin Burst can't be destroyed by battle and can attack twice. Granted, Neo Ultimate can go ahead and attack. After it attacks, you can go ahead and be like, oh, send a Blue Eyes Fusion monster from my extra deck to the graveyard, attack again. Send a Blue Eyes Fusion monster from my extra deck, attack again. Send a Blue Eyes Fusion monster from my extra deck, attack again. You see the point here? That's why I'm using this. On the Dev Pro deck, I use 3 Blue Eyes Ultimate, 3 Neo Ultimate, and 3 Twin Burst. One, I like going into Twin Burst because it's easier than this, and you don't need Polymerization. But, if you do it right, you can just keep having this card attack like 3 times for 3 different turns. Because you have all these extra Blue Eyes Fusions in your extra deck that you can just dump to activate the effect. Plus, you know, the original Blue Eyes Ultimate art is still pretty awesome. I don't care what anybody says. I love this artwork. Yeah, I just like looking at it. Yeah, this version's a little beat up. I admit it's not perfect, but this one is the original, so it's still a very beautiful card. I like it. But that's how I use this, and I enjoy Blue Eyes Ultimate. I like using it. It's the deck that I want to use. If you have a different deck build, that's completely up to you. Now, the only thing I have to say, though, is don't be like everybody else. If you want to go ahead and you want to use a certain type of, like, a certain thing, if you want to use 3 Sages, if you want to use 3 Maidens, if you don't want to use 3 Maidens, if you want to use 2 Spirit, if you have them already, or you have the money for them, do it. Do what you want. It's your deck. You know, and that's what I want to try to encourage into